Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Occasionally Effective. I, of course, am quoted to Jam, and I'm actually today with the wonderful PapaParadox.
Hello, hello?
What the hell is going on? A, it's not Saturday or Sunday for me, which is when I usually stream, and we don't have Swallow. We have the wonderful Paradox himself, and not doing his post-analysis videos. What the hell is going on? We are practicing. Some of you may know the Sky tournament is coming up this weekend, and the next 4 weekends, dear God.
Yeah.
So, and me and PapaParadox are meant to be casting it. So, we've never cast together before. So, we figured it might be time to get a little practice, just so the whole event isn't a bumbling mistake. It likely will be anyway, however, we'll do our best to prevent it. So, we are going to cast some randoms. How are you, Papa?
I'm doing good. I think the hardest part here will be trying to find a nice pub match where we can actually predict what's going to happen.
Yeah. All right.
Meta stops being relevant the lower levels you go.
So, finding a game is going to be interesting. Lots of good players on at the moment. Cornelius, Coldcurse, Zitras, Twinkie, Letus, PapaParadox himself, Vaker, Lockhart. Actually, some have logged out, so not as many as there were. Lots of games in lobby, lots of people waiting in lobby, 300 people currently waiting, and likely about 1.5 times that actually in-game, as is usually the case. So let's go switching on over and let's try to find this elusive, good pub match.
I mean, if you're watching, you should definitely try and get a pug going.
Yep.
Because I know if you're good if you're watching the stream.
Alright, let's see what's going on. This official training match on the 3-player Northern Fjords used to have good people in it. They've currently logged off, so there's that.
Actually, I'm going to mute the shit out of my voice volume so I can actually hear you.
That would probably work, yeah. Let's see. Anglian Shanties? No, 1 player. If anybody has a game that they would recommend, of course recommend it. Let's see, what happens if I join on Cold Curse? Oh, this isn't too bad. Yeah, this will work nicely. They're currently in-game. Alright, we're going Northern Fjords. It was a 2v2. Ship's not quite full, but I'm sure we can change that with a little shameless whoring in the break.
I looked at the captain levels at the very least. Seems pretty even. So at least we're in for a higher level game here.
Alright. Aquarius and Big Deal versus... Oh, come on! The Litchi Feiling. Alright, it's being called the Feiling. Feiling I can do. Litchi is weird. And the... Irma?
Irma.
Surely,
Irma.
Yep.
Because that's how I'm going to slur it.
Alright, awesome. Alright, so currently Big Deal doesn't really have any of his guns turned. He's now got his broadside on Feiling. Feiling's disabled, like, quite severely. 3 out of 6 components are down, and they're just not fucking repairing it at this point.
So we got what is typically a raft build versus what the Bird has been running usually. We got that Hwacha Goldfish and the Flat Cat Pyramidion. A favorite of Hazumi's team, the raft.
Cool. Oh, Irma is taking a lot of damage. A Gatling flat combo coming in from the side of Big Deal. At least it looks like a Gatling flat combo. It is. God, I'm good. It's not that hard to tell, to be fair. And then
Big Deal taking a big Hwacha barrage there, disabling a lot of his weapons.
Nice. So what is the build on the blue team? Blue team, Lockhart, Richard P. Not bad.
Yeah, just your standard Hwacha Prim tactic you usually want to go for is you want to get that Goldfish tanking and being really annoying, so they try and focus it, and then you have the Flat Cat come up the rear and do most of the damage.
Absolutely. Flamers on the side of the Goldfish, though. Yeah. I'll admit, I don't like Flame. I don't believe it has a place in the current meta. It's just, it takes too long to do anything, and half the time just doesn't do anything.
I mean, if you're on a goldfish, it's not too bad because then you can just get your NGs to take Lesmok and it'll go a bit further. But anywhere else, like on a galleon, you're just wasting an NG gunner spot slot, if you know what I mean.
Yep. Gungineer. Alright, so we've currently got a double spot on both of the blue team, whereas red team only has the single spot. Advantage? Probably not. It looks they can see it, certainly. They're just not spotting it for whatever reason. I always like to spot. Spotting is just brilliant. Why would you ever not? At the moment, nothing happening. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, they're way out of range for those, whatever weapon. I think it's a flak. What's on the side of that big deal? Flak on that side. Yeah, so it was flak.
It's, they don't quite understand the point of the weapon, do they?
I mean, I think they're just trying to get shots off. Blue's pushing forward, which, they don't really have that much of a choice. I mean, they could have outranged red team with that Watcha.
Aquarius seems hideously out of position. Irma focusing down on the big deal. Looks like Failing is actually going in with that Hwacha on those front guns to disable it. Interesting, very nicely done. They've actually pushed the big deal out of the fight. Then Failing has come in to disable the front guns on the Aquarius, which they've managed to do beautifully. In fact, all the guns are gone. And now Irma has switched targets and is now focusing down on Aquarius. Big deal closing back in, getting a Gat Flak combo on Failing. Not quite hitting enough of those shots to really worry the ship, even considering that it is a lighter ship.
You saw the Irma when he was engaging with the goldfish against Aquarius. He got a pretty botched ram there, so it took him a while to get those guns turned around.
Okay.
So at a bit of a disadvantage, but nothing too much. I mean, now he's just got to worry about staying out of the tar. Failing's going to use that Hwacha barrage to try and disable his engines from producing more tar.
Oh,
not really working, as we can see.
No, not at all. Both of the blue ships just not really caring. Actually slipping mostly under the tar there. But Aquarius managing to gain a bit of altitude. He's probably out of the firing arcs at the moment. Hwacha's probably about to come back in. Oh, now it's in the middle of the tar, though. That is just going to hurt.
Big deal coming in with his broadside.
And Failing missing most of those Hwacha shots he needs to disable that broadside on the big deal. A lot of damage is probably going to come in at this point. Aquarius is still being focused by the Irma, trying to keep him out of the fight while Failing flames big deal. Failing taking a lot of damage from that broadside Gat Flak, though, while Aquarius...
I thought the Junker was outmaneuvering Big Deal there, but it turned out he was trying to get his flamers on him.
Aquarius actually managing to take down the Irma there. Very nicely done. I thought Irma definitely had the armor advantage there, but turns out I was wrong.
I mean, that's the difference. Like, you got the Aquarius ship here, which is a regular cog ship, you know? So they're used to really high-level Gat Flak timings and whatnot.
Failing... constant Gat Flak combo armor just manages to get back up before they get those flak shots in. In fact, I didn't see any flak shots, so I'm wondering what's going on there. No guns disabled. One gun disabled on the big deal, sorry. We've got a gun disabled on Failing. Armor constantly being struck down by that Gatling. A dual Gatling opens up. Jesus, they're doing a good job at keeping this armor up. Who is on the hull? Who is on the hull? Sumeron doing a pretty damn good job at this point. Jesus.
I mean, you saw the Lychee there trying to, like, back up. While keeping his Hwacha on them, but the only thing he managed to do there was open up his Hwacha to Gatling fire, so it got disabled fairly quickly because the gunners know what to focus.
Irma coming in nicely behind the big deal, focusing him down beautifully, actually managing to score a kill. Aquarius now left in a 2v1. The Failing is going to close in, try to get those Hwacha shots, misses most off the port bow there. Irma turning around, not activating any Phoenix Claws, taking a leisurely turn, which is not what I would be doing in this point. I'd want to get him pretty fucking quick. Hwacha and Gat Flak combo opens up on the Aquarius, doing a good job at getting that hull up there. Only one gun disabled, it's back up. A little bit of shoot vent to try and dodge that Hwacha shot. Doesn't manage to do it at all. The Irma sinking with it.
Got to get out of the tar here.
Jesus. Gap flak opening up. They need to time their flak shots carefully. They need to get those in now. They're not going to do it. Not used to the cogs level play here. Ah, Jesus. And the armor gets back up before those flak shots gets in. Aquarius doing a much better job getting that flak shot in on the Irma. And now the big deal is coming in behind Fei Ling. He is behind the train, however. Fei Ling goes for a ram, manages to get it off, does negligible damage.
Hard.
Oish, that is not a good engage at all.
There was a point in time during that last engagement where the Lychee ended up giving the Aquarius a nice watcher barrage from the side, but it disabled the Gatling gun, but they didn't manage to optimize off of that.
Both the Irma and the Fei Ling both chasing down the Aquarius. The guns on the Aquarius are down. Beautiful barrage from the Fei Ling. There goes one of its engines. Its maneuverability is going to be seriously reduced. Fei Ling taking a lot of damage from the long-range barrage of the big deal. Fei Ling just managing to get its armor back up. Aquarius keeping its armor alive as well. Gee, come on, blue team.
Irma is absolutely useless right now. Yep. The majority of his guns are disabled.
Beautiful use of the tar barrel from the Aquarius this whole game.
I like that the Lychee chose to disable the big deal there.
Yep.
I like that.
Very nicely done. Seeing it's coming, that broadside was going to mess them up, both on low health. Unload a quick barrage, get rid of that broadside. It'll have to turn or take the time to repair its guns before it's useful again. However, that has also resulted in Aquarius managing to get its armor back up. I don't think it's going to last much longer. Honestly, they've got to take it down at some point. And, of course, as soon as I say that, hydrogen over the top, lifting out. Good 4-second burn, 5-second burn, keeping that balloon up and just lifting all the way up. A bit of tar barrel to add insult to injury, and he's going to group up with Big Deal. And that is going to give them a nice engage on the blue team. When they group up, they'll be able to present a two-man front instead of being hounded around like this.
I mean, excellent evasion tactics from Aquarius there. Like, the new hydrogen damages the shit out of your balloon, but if you only pop it for like a second and then switch quickly, you'll still get a lot of lift from it. Especially
in a lighter ship like the Goldfish, having a much lesser effect on any ship like the Galleon or the Pyramidion. Not quite sure about this. The Big Deal has got a good fight against the Irma here, while Fei Ling just doesn't seem to be doing a lot. Aquarius is going to fold in on Irma. Fei Ling is going to be out of position. The Aquarius is going to pass underneath him. Good turning speed on the Goldfish, yes, but I don't think it's going to be enough at this point. Irma is going to take a lot of damage very quickly.
Got the Goldfish keeping its broadside on. He is done.
He is done. The Gatling keeping it down. Good timed flak shots from both the red ships, and the blue team falls. Nice attempt by them, certainly, but the red team just managing to bring them down there.
I mean, we got a lot of all-star names in the community here. We got Zytrus and Cold Curse. Lockhart's on the other team. So a bunch of the whalers showing up here.
It was interesting to see. Good to see. Wow, 394 players in lobby. Player count has gone up. We're going to go Northern Fields again. It is a European server, of course. Imago, Kratos. Haven't heard of either of these players. New players?
I mean, they're level 7, so they're starting to finally get a hold of piloting. I'd go so far as to say is once you're past level 6, you're starting to get into the meta type of games if you're versing higher levels.
Jeez, and they're not stacking the teams at all. Captain Phil coming in to replace the previous captain, which I believe was now having a level 11 on the team. This Kratos guy needs to shut up. Captain Lockhart. Interesting to see Captain Lockhart's only level 3 gunner. Isn't he? What is he usually? A captain? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's the other... No, he's the captain of Cold Curse's ship, because doesn't Cold Curse usually crew?
Yes. Yep, fairly sure. Fairly sure, yeah. Captain Cold Curse himself, of course, only being a level 4 gunner.
Have you ever heard of Captain Phil? Because I feel like I should. Level 11 captain and he's a level 11 everything, actually. So this guy seems like he knows what he's doing.
You've got to be kidding me. Ah, it's irritating that I can't go view as account. All ships running the standard 2 engineers, 1 gunner, which is good to see, apart from Aquarius running all engineer. That's a matter of personal. Which do you prefer? Do you like the triple engineer or the double engineer gunner?
Double engineer gunner.
Double engineer gunner. Yeah.
I like the extra DPS.
Yep. I just think the ammo brought can add just the extra versatility needed. Some loadouts don't need it, to be certain, but some do. Some can really make use of all those different ammo types.
I'm surprised that teams like the Ducks, where they have Hwachas on one side and then like a flak lumberjack on the other, don't like the fact that you can get a gunner with a more versatile ammo spectrum. Like, you'd think you'd want like heavy for a Hwacha and then maybe a Lesmok or something for a flat cannon.
Yeah. What do you think the ammos are going to do to this mine launcher? Because I've been talking to a few people about the mine launcher, how we think it's going to operate, and how we think mainly the paddling are going to use it with their damn sniping.
Well, I wasn't against it originally because I thought it was like a heavy weapon, right? So I'm like, okay, they'll need to supplement it out with one of the heavy guns. But I've been hearing whispers that it's a medium gun, which
what?
Like the mine launcher will be a medium gun, but I'm not entirely certain. So I think it really depends on what it takes in that regard, whether it'll be heavy or medium, because that really depends on how it will change the paddling's build.
You mean heavy or light?
Yeah, sorry, light.
Okay, I was a little confused there. Yeah, I can see them chucking it on their galleon to replace their howitzer and just having the flak and lumberjack on the side in the heavy gun slot, and that would just be ridiculous. Like, come on.
They could zone their enemies so easily, just plug holes in maps. Like,
and brawler teams like
angle.
Corvus, Pastafarians, it's like, nope, you're not actually getting close to me without going through a field of fucking mines.
I mean, the last time we saw Corvus, they started adopting the sniping build, right?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't call them brawly anymore. We'll see what they choose to take in the Sky Tournament, though.
Also, you can shoot down the balloons on the mines, right?
Yeah.
You can use it as a long-range smoke screen. You can use it to stop the bullets. If the bullets stop when they impact on the balloon and don't pass through it, you can use it as a protective wall against long-range sniping.
I mean, you'd think there'd be some kind of like explosive AoE thing to try and prevent that, which I think we might see. So, like, if they're using it as a shield and it's too close to them, it's going to just end up harming them because it'll explode.
Well, no, it doesn't have to be close to them at all. Ooh, Lady Arabeth coming in nicely on Quack Discord. However, charging straight into a double gap flank combo. This is not going to go well. Looks like he's going for the ram impact bumper, but the armor is down and you're on half health. That is never going to work.
What the sea did I just fuck? I mean, we got way too ahead of that junker there. Walked right into a flat gat. Arm was stripped. Tried to ram. Just did not go his way at all.
And now Sarah is left alone in a 2v1 scenario. Arabeth not spawning too far off, but not reacting nearly quick enough from the pilot. Gunner's already on their guns by the look of it. Sarah's armor is being shredded. Quack and Discord also taking a bit of damage. Well-timed flak shots from the red team, however, doing a much better job than the blues. And down he goes. And now Lady Arabeth. What do I call this, Papa?
Meat grinding.
Hey. Oh, boy. Well, this is not going to go well. Sarah getting a good spawn. Needs to react quickly if it wants to save Lady Arabeth, however. The pilot is quick onto the steering wheel. Looks like he's coming in. Not in range to get that broadside in anytime soon, however. Quack and Discord is a way out as well, however. Junker not being able to control its engage range. It's the sole reason.
The red team's starting to separate. I think Aquarius is getting a bit too far ahead of that
Aquarius
Quack and Discord.
definitely out of position here. This is the reason I like any ship with a forward-facing gun over any ship with a strong broadside. I just do not care for broadside ships because you cannot control your engage range as well as any forward-facing ship.
That's true. Like you have to very much predict and like move in an arc to try and get your broadsides in the engagement.
Yep. And it can just result in you being so out of range and out of position that it just absolutely cripples your team play.
I mean, that's why you see a lot of teams take one side long range, the other side short range. But I find it really hard to be that versatile.
Yeah.
Like you have to master that.
And if you're ever caught on the wrong side, you are boned from the beginning.
Yeah.
Aquarius honestly needs to refocus here. Sarah's not going to be able to control his engage range too well. Lady Arabeth is taking a lot of damage from the Quack and Discord. He's doing it now, as we can see, which is good to see, but I would have liked to see it a couple of seconds ago, 5 seconds ago, when the armor was already fairly down. The Gatling is coming in from both ships, trying to shred this armor here. Lady Arabeth already engaging the bumper, but it's not going to work because a flak comes from the front of the Aquarius and just straight takes it out. Sarah, again, left in the 2v1 scenario here. Lady Arabeth is going to spawn, yeah, pretty damn far away. Sarah isn't going to get out of this one.
Arabeth, when he was locked, or he or she was locked in the just above the big rusty ship there, did not have a lot of horizontal maneuverability, so like did not have anywhere to go except forward, right? So and that was right into the flak out of the red team, so not a great engaging angle for blue team.
Now, Lady Arabeth coming in nicely from behind the Aquarius, managing to get his balloon down just a bit. The rebuild goes through, however, and the armor is just going to hold up. Lady Arabeth isn't going to be able to focus down Aquarius. The engineers on it are just too damn good. We've got a double gap flak combo coming in from both the red ships. Lady Arabeth, to be fair, is keeping her armor up quite nicely at this point, but now we've got the full opening up of these two ships, and a 5-0 victory for the red team. Congratulations.
I mean, if the Sarah didn't spawn where it was, Arabeth would have been meat grinding there, right? So that was a terrible engage just in general. I wouldn't have gone in at all. Got very lucky with the spawn there.
Jeez, absolutely destroyed. And this is what a couple of incredibly experienced crew do. Just turning it into an absolute slaughter.
I was surprised we didn't see the Aquarius get killed when it got way ahead of its junker there. I guess it goes to speak to the 3 engineers he has.
Alright, so something I want to talk about quickly. What do you think of the new ship?
The Manta Ray? I love it.
Is that what it's called?
Well, that's the name they're playing with.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't
it look like just the coolest thing, like, ever? That concept art is amazing.
I love the fact that it has 5 medium guns. I mean, they're all
light guns,
pretty out of arc, right? So like you can get a couple overlaps, but nothing too OP.
For those who don't know what's going on, Fun Pants has posted the latest concept art for the new ship. And I'm trying to get it for you because it just looks like the most incredible thing. And when that ship comes out, you might just see me getting back into captaining because I just want to fly it all day, every day.
I like the fact that it's like one of the only ships that doesn't look like a complete wrecked piece of shit. Like the squid. The railings are just bent and like dead.
It honestly looks like it might come from like the Yesha Empire or something.
I was thinking more Caledonian or Chaldonian or however you want to say it.
Do you remember which thread it's in?
I know Thunderland started one. Urs just put one and threw one up in Skype. You can go through there.
Ah, awesome. Thank you, Urs. So we will just do a quick haul for the tournament. The tournament will be Saturdays and Sundays for the first week. It will take place over 4 weeks. The groups are available on the Guns of Icarus forums, of course. Urs is the wonderful man running it and asking me and PapaParadox to come in and cast for him. Let me just throw up this image now that I have it. Oop, that is my Mech Warrior window. if I add a media file, and then I go here, this is the baby we're talking about. God damn! That is a ship. Bottom of the body balloon. 5 light guns. 4 of them displaced at an angle. Do you reckon it's going to be a bit like the Pyramidion, fast turn and low forward speed? I reckon it might be the opposite. I reckon it might be a fast forward and just a absolutely shite house turning speed.
Yep. Like, that's the only way you could balance that.
Yep.
Or else it would be so versatile. It would literally, like, replace every ship.
I'll be honest, I just want to see someone run Moonshine Impact Bumpers 5 carronades. Fuck your everything. To hell with the meta. Oh my god.
I think you could end up seeing like a very utilitarian, like 2 field guns on this one side and maybe like, I don't know, already flare on the other. It could be really cool.
Oh, turns out a game has started in our absence. Excellent.
I mean,
Love
they're not doing
burning
much
time.
yet.
Yeah, love burning time. Boom, back to the guns of Icarus. And we are seeing the Irma and Lady Arabeth go up against Aquarius and Quack and Discord once again. To be even near competitive, I think the blue team needs to be way more team focused. They need to stick together. They need to focus down single targets. Interesting to see they've switched out their junker for a Pyramidion. Quack and Discord has remained a junker. Aquarius and Quack and Discord obviously having a much better ability to stick together and work together. Lady Arabeth charging in. Wow, Irma has put himself out of position. You've risen too high.
I think what he was trying to do was, when the Arabeth went in, it was just behind the Irma. Irma was taking all the damage, so he wanted to switch targets, right?
Yep.
So that's what they ended up doing, but Irma took himself way out of the fight, and then the Irma just ended up getting focused down. Should have stayed at level and tried to exchange focus.
Good to see that the Irma is now retreating, falling back to the Lady Arabeth, preventing a meat grind scenario. Was it hydrogen that got him out of that? I swear to God, it's also a speed buff, because he is moving quick.
No, he was. Oh no, that's red team.
Aquarius moving in. I don't like this. He is going to be focused down very quickly by the double blue team. Quack and Discord moving in to assist. He's not going to be
Beautiful tar barrel from Aquarius. Literally, like, threw it at the Irma.
Oh god. Aquarius taking a lot of damage. Beautiful focus by the blue team. The Arabeth and Irma focusing down nicely. They need to keep that Gatling on him. They need to get down onto his level. Keep those guns in arc. I don't think it's going to work at this point. Irma's balloon has been brought down by Quack and Discord. Quite nicely done.
Arabeth went around, did not try and follow under the arc. I think that was the right decision. Something interesting, the Quack and Discord is in fact using an Artemis cannon. It was hitting them before they even got to that engagement at the very beginning, and give them a slight advantage.
Artemis, I just don't like it. I think they knee-jerk nerfed it. Very nicely brought down the the Lady Arabeth again. A nice focus fire from the broadside of the Quack and Discord and Aquarius. Now focusing down onto the Irma. Irma trying to get out of the engagement. He's predicted the wrong side for his allies' spawn, and now Lady Arabeth is even further away from Irma.
I mean, he can try and coast around that big ice arc.
Yep, I see it.
But he's going around the inside. I think if he went around the other side, it would have provided that wall of defense.
He's popping kerosene, so it's going to be a pretty quick consolidation of the blue team. Lady Arabeth looks like he's going to come in on the Quack and Discord. Not quite predicting the movement enough. Quack and Discord passing over the top. The red team are going to get a double ship focus on Irma. Lady Arabeth maybe needs to focus down on Aquarius. The Irma can survive Quack and Discord if he's good enough. He can't survive 2 ships. That is not going to happen. A beautifully timed gap flank combo from both ships, bringing down the Irma. Goddamn, I'll remember the names eventually.
I was going to say Sarah. And I was like, no, that's not right.
Yeah, the Sarah was the junker. That was exactly what I had in my head. All female names, interestingly enough. Irma, Sarah, Lady Arabeth. FOS. Who the hell are they?
Yeah, I don't know.
Are they
I
one
do
of the
not
new
know.
clans coming into the Sky tournament?
Answer that in Skype because I have no idea.
Are they like the Falconers?
Yeah,
It's the only
maybe.
thing I can think of. I mean, F and F, but what does the O and S stand for? Falconers off something?
I mean,
Oh, wow. Aquarius taking a lot of damage. Irma and Lady Arabeth, double gap flank combo coming down. Irma going for a ram kill. Doesn't manage to get it as the guns clear it up. Doesn't matter. The Irma managing to get out of the Quack and Discord's fire, using a kerosene to group up with his ally. A quick turn and focus down on Quack and Discord. Will not see a kill as Aquarius has spawned extremely close and has already reacted, rising up to try and group up with him. Very nicely
we
done
know
from the
for
blue
a
team,
fact
however.
Junkers are like one of the most durable ships in the game. Like if you have a good enough crew, that thing will not die, as we have seen multiple times with Sammy BT through the cogs.
Okay, Ur's saying he doesn't know who FOS is. They are not the Falconers. Oh dear. Hold on. Huh, there we go. I'll ask them actually.
Fun fact, their name is Fleet of Sodom.
Really?
That's what Ur said. It's a Russian clan.
Oh,
I mean-
okay.
This is a pretty funny name.
Fleet of Sodom and it's all female names. Dear God, Russia.
Oh man. Oh Jesus.
Oh, come on. Jesus. All right.
And they just rose to the ranks of dirtiest clan.
Yep, they take it. And I don't think we can get that. Damn it, we can't get that taken away too. It's not dirt. It's not like direct in your face dirty. Irma charging in. You are so out of position, Irma. What are you doing?
Getting sodomized.
Oh, really? Really?
/ suicide.
Oh, Papa. Oh, Papa. It's almost as bad as that image, that friggin' GIF Urs linked earlier. Dear God.
Well, if we need to fill time, we'll just show them that.
No, I absolutely refuse. I intend to talk about the Manta Ray more. Wow, Irma closing very quickly in on the Discord while Aquarius tries to focus down on Lady Arabeth. I just realized I've somehow disabled that. There we go. Quack and Discord actually took quite a bit of damage there. The Irma maneuvering around his tar barrel. Nicely done from the Quack and Discord using the tar barrel there. Lady Arabeth has taken a lot of damage. He's about to die. Well-timed flash shots from the Aquarius. Oh, Arma just gets back up. Very nicely done.
I mean, if they time their flax right, Lady Arabeth might have this. I haven't been paying attention to their Gatling timings, but they're now in the cloud, so at least they're hidden.
Yep. No, the gap flank combo from Aquarius was actually beautiful. Took Arabeth down from full health to none in 2 shots, which means he probably missed a 3rd or 4th shot. So he only just managed to survive the Lady Arabeth. So Aquarius is still focusing down on it. Lady Arabeth now having full armor. Irma coming in behind the Aquarius. Quack and Discord not quite managing to control his engage distance, but instead focusing down on the Arabeth, and the Arabeth falls. Nicely done.
I mean, I wasn't paying attention to their balloon health, but I think they might have been able to hydrogen and try and get out of that situation. I might be wrong because they might have had low balloon health. But...
I think their balloon health was fine. I'll admit I wasn't paying much attention to it either. To be fair, the teams aren't exactly fair.
Well, okay, I got to respond to chat here. Steve Kraft is asking if we're calling FOS dirty because they're Russian and have female names. No, it's because their name's Fleet of Sodom and they have female names.
Sodom obviously being sodomy. Or sodomize, or anything like that.
Google that, kids.
And no, we will not explain that. Go friggin' Google it. Google is your friend. So, back to this sexy, sexy ship. It looks huge. I just want to put that out there. Like, it looks fucking humongous. Like...
Well, it'll definitely be the widest ship out there. But not the longest. Like...
Oh, interesting. We can actually see the balloon. Or is that the hull?
What do you mean?
Alright, you're looking just under that engine. We can see along the side of that sort of central area. You can see that kind of... hold on. Go to the stream. I'll fucking whiteboard overlay it. Add whiteboard
Isn't that like the handiest thing?
Isn't it just
everything?
the best? And all I have to do is lock its position, and here we go. So, right here. Boom. Is that balloon or hull? I think it's hull. I think it's hull. So does that mean balloon's going to be on the other side here somewhere?
No, wait, that's balloon, I think.
So that's balloon, yeah, alright. Interesting, we see a little dude running around there. Captain's his slot is here. Nice captain slot, nice and focal, forward facing. Very cool. Also looks like there could be a lot of cool places to climb to.
Yeah. Lord Funpants said originally that he kind of fucked the scale when he was drawing the guy. So he's like... So the guy should be a bit bigger.
The guy should be a bit bigger.
Quite that big. But,
so let's assume maybe it's to like the top of this thing here. Yeah, that's actually not too bad. It would be very short, but it's extremely wide. Whew.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people were talking about what the fins, like the rudders there, are gonna, like what hitbox are gonna be a part of, whether it's gonna be like hull or engines or something.
I would expect hull.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be a bitch to shoot the main engine of that thing.
Unless they're introducing like a new thing graphically where the fins actually turn to represent the turning.
That would be so fucking cool.
It would be really cool. Maybe consider it, Muse. But I also know it would be probably a really high...
Asset heavy.
Yep, asset heavy resource. So, and if they did that though, it could be engines, but that is a huge engine target. Like, that would be really fucking easy to take out. And considering it's probably going to turn slow anyway, like...
Yeah. I mean, the turning engines are definitely vulnerable, because I'm assuming they're beside the other rudder. Or just under.
I wonder... You could probably get a trifecta between that middle gun and either side, right?
Depending on the gun, yeah, sure.
I wonder if it's possible to get 4.
No.
You don't reckon?
No.
No?
At max 3, I'd say. If you can get
I
4...
wouldn't want 4. 4 would likely overpower it.
Yeah, I mean, you'd need someone with a massive turn arc, like a flare gun, as your 4th gun.
Yep.
And even then, you'd be pulling the captain off the helm to try and shoot.
Yep. Easily my favorite ship aesthetically. It looks cool, and you're right. Yeah. I like that it's not like a scrap ship like the others. It is this big, grand, regal even.
Yeah.
It kind of...
Golden railings and whatnot.
Yesha? Yesha Empire?
No, the galleon's Yeshan. So I want to say Caledonian. Yeah.
God
if you look...
damn it. Do you... Is there lore confirming that?
No. But the Caledonians are kind of like a richer scientific empire. So I can see like that, or maybe the mercantile. Some really rich nation.
God damn it, I want to know.
The thing's outlined in gold, for Christ's sake. I mean, it's not going to be Arashi. We can cross them off the list.
No, we
probably not the Baronies. I mean, Anglian Republic ships. They showed some concept art for.
Just friggin' quickly, have you memorized all the clan names, or are you just like reading something here?
No, I know the clan names. I mean,
Jesus.
The Order of Caledon. And then you got the Mercantile Empire to the south. And Baronies are like mid-northeast-ish.
You're making me look bad here, Jesus God.
Northwest is Anglian Republic. West is Yesha.
Oh, come on. They don't even have like a faction. Fine. You know what? Oh, actually, this brings me to a point. Sorry. The Kickstarter has successfully funded around $200,000. $100,000 short of the eco-political system, goddammit. That's what I want. I want that economy political system. Kickstarter. I know they've got all the clans here. I've got to find somewhere where they list it all.
I think I named them all.
Oh. PapaParadox, we're dicks.
Yeah.
Yep.
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 I read that too.
Okay, yep. Want to offer an official apology to our fleet of Sodom. Sodom is actually the Romanization of a Russian word, which is a town in the Saratov Oblast in Russia. So it is not actually what we thought it was referring to. So me and PapaParadox are now officially assholes. Alright, we've actually got a game, so I will switch this back over for you. We should go
Top
watch some
10
people
worst
kill each other.
Romanizations of words.
Okay, let's have a look. Eternity's End, a Galleon and a Spire Aquarius going up against the NSFW Duck Hunter and the FOS Mycelia. Interesting.
So we got a watch of flak. No, that's a carronade.
On what?
What? The galleon. Or is that?
Galleon. Eternity's End. Wow,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a...
I thought it
Wow,
was
that's...
flak for a minute there.
That's a Watcher and a... it's the Barking Dog Light Carronade. It's the...
Okay, so it's the spire running flak.
Is it the Hellhound? Heavy Carronade?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't like that because that's a really close range ship. So that, or essentially, they're just using a watcher at this point. Gotta
I mean,
watch out for
with
Duck
heavy
Hunter.
clip, you can get some pretty decent range on it, but it's certainly not enough to warrant a short range. Oh, mind you, I kind of see what they're doing. Duck Hunter is deciding to charge the Aquarius now, and he's
gonna
coming
get
in
a
to try
lot
and
to the
stop
base.
it. But
Or he's using tar barrel to try and zone. Spire still goes down. Spire is prim bait. Got that nickname for a reason.
Yep. I think the Pyramidion is so easy to balance.
What do you mean?
They literally need to make the Spire. It's so easy to balance. They need to make exactly one change to it. It is meant to be squishy. No worries, I get that. The fact that it can set up with 3 guns is pretty damn tough. Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Eternity's End being absolutely destroyed by Duck Hunter and Mycelia. I don't expect it to hold up for much longer at all. Using Moonshine to stop the ram, that is an interesting meta I want to discuss as well. All they need to do is reduce the rebuild time on the hull. That is literally all they need to do. It has a rebuild time equivalent to the Galleon when it is at least half as light.
Yeah, okay. So maybe like just under the squid timing, you think?
No, I think it needs to be higher
Or
than
just
the squid.
over, rather?
Just over. Maybe a goldfish level rebuild time, maybe a pinch less. That is
Okay.
all they would need to do. It would, because its armor can get destroyed really quickly, as we just saw there, right? But that was 5 seconds to get that armor back up for something that's taken down in half a stream of Gatling shots. A
Very true.
Pyramidion with impact bumpers and Moonshine at full speed can one-shot a Spire from full health on a ram.
Yeah.
That is bullshit. I mean, alright, fine. I respect that it can do it. It's a very heavy ship, which is very good at ramming, going up against a very light ship. Fine, no worries. It's the fact that if they survive, you've then got 5-6 seconds before that hull goes back up, which is equivalent to the Galleon. That's...
I think one of the craziest balance things I've ever heard is like they want Muse to make a heavy piercing weapon so that you can get armor down easier.
No!
And one of the suggestions was like a triple Gatling heavy gun, and I'm like, are you fucking insane?
Sane? Fuck that!
I mean, 2 Gatling guns does whatever the fuck you need it to.
Yup.
That would just be so much overkill.
No,
And,
hell with
and then
that.
the meta would just shift to like a larger flat cat combo.
Yup. I'd want it to be maybe like a 10-shot autocannon or something if they wanted to do that.
I mean, but then it would look, well, yeah, okay. I was gonna say it would look explosive, so like you need something. Can you imagine the I don't know what they call it. I think they call it ray effect, like how you aim
ray
the Gatling
casting.
gun. Yeah, ray casting, right? Imagine
Which-
trying to aim a heavy Gatling.
Oh, fuck that.
Lament.
Oh. Oh, no, no. Honestly, if there is a heavy weapon I want, I'll admit it. I want the heavy harpoon.
Well, yeah, that I think no one's arguing against that.
I want a
It's
heavy
so much
harpoon.
fun.
Oh, God. Honestly, there is concept art for a sniper gun. I reckon it looks cool as hell. Like, have you seen the concept art for the sniper?
Um, wasn't it like a massive, massive howitzer at one
No,
point?
no, 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 no. That was the... I know the gun you're talking about, and they say it kills towns. No, no, no. It is literally a sniper. It's like this thin thing with like a shoulder brace and everything. And originally, I thought it would be it would be cool to implement as like a long-range component killer to literally be like. I think it would be. Ooh, trying to ram Eternity's End. Why would you ram a galleon when you're charging a Aquarius, a Spire, something with so much firepower? No.
His armor was stripped as soon as you got near that heavy flak field gun cannon. Just stripped it completely, and then he ended up hitting the balloon and just evaporating.
Yep. Wow, blue team actually getting a nice kill. Very poor build on that galleon. Absolute shite.
Yeah, do not like that build.
But this sniper, right? I think it would be an amazing counter to long range play. It would have extremely little piercing or explosive. This is how I think you'd implement it. Extremely little piercing or explosive. It would have probably piercing as its second damage type, not explosive. It would have shatter damage as to destroy components. However, it would be a 0.5 radius on it, so it would not hit other components. Kind of a slow fire rate. It would literally be for sniping out guns. Oh, that galleon has a field gun double flak combo. Let's take out its light gun. Let's say light gun in a shot, heavy guns in 2 to 3. Or two shots for a light, 3 shots for heavy. I think it would be an amazing counter to long range play. You could chuck it on the back of a squid, fly it in reverse while your teammate closes in, take out the dangerous guns, and still have your combat, your close range, your gat flak, or your flamer carronade, or whatever you want to chuck on that front and side gun. I reckon that would be really cool. The other alternative, which I've been discussing with the cohort, is to change the Artemis so it is a long-range disable counter to sniping builds. Like...
Okay. I mean, first question that pops in my head is then what would counter the Artemis?
More Artemis.
I think once... yeah.
Or getting close. It would be a high... risk reward pick. What I think it needs mainly its upward firing arc back Jesus God.
Yeah.
That was a retarded change. I don't so much mind the turning speed change. In fact, I think that's quite good when making it a risk reward for close range play. But it's retardedly useless at the moment. Give back its zoom as well. What the hell? What the hell?
Yeah, I don't think Zoom does much. I mean, if the gunner's good enough, he'll hit it without a scope anyway.
Yeah,
So.
true. But for long range sniping, like I kind of want it for, Heavy harpoon, you can link up to 3 enemies at once.
That'd be so cool.
Yes.
And then
No,
just attach.
you can hook it. You fire the first shot, hooks up to an enemy. Fire the second shot. The 2 enemies are hooked together, and the line retracts. That would be so much fun. But then, I think the carousel needs to be turned into a short range Artemis. It kind of is at the moment, but I think they need to reduce this whole stupid flame stacking nonsense because it's useless.
I mean, you could increase the amount of stacks of fire it puts on, try and make it that kind of really annoying fire starter.
Yep.
I've seen squid builds where it's like carousel on the front, flamer on the sides, and when that starts toasting, it can get pretty hard to deal with. Usually, you just go tank mode and hope your teammate can deal with it.
To address Spo Megarith, I don't think flamers are what needs the buff. Flamers are a perfectly effective gun. What needs a buff is how the flames work. They got a nerf a little while ago, and it just destroyed how the flames work. It increased the amount of stacks needed to force you off a gun. It reduced the catch rate, reduced the damage done, etc., etc. And it just doesn't work at all. I think they need to bring the amount of stacks needed to force you off a gun down a bit, like 3 stacks or something, instead of, I think it's 4 at the moment.
What if they made the clip of the Banshee carousel larger?
For the carousel, we're talking about the carousel?
Yeah. I'm talking as a disabling replacement.
No, see, the cohort and a couple of other people, we're throwing some ideas around for balance. You know this. You're part of the document, right? We showed you the document. We tested out the carousel. I think the clip size is actually fine. I really like the clip size. In fact, after playing around with the weapon in some sandbox, I actually don't mind the weapon so much. I just think it lacks a little bit of shatter damage. I just think its shatter damage needs to be adjusted up a tiny bit, and that's it. Like 5, maybe 10 damage tops, and that's it. Oh, we're in game.
Dual Gatling watch on this Spire, and it's getting pretty friendly.
Mm-hmm. All right. Oh, Jesus.
They're mixing their focus.
Why
now,
are
so that's
you...
even more dangerous.
Why?
There we go. Captain Phil's finally shifting its focus back to the
Sylviana.
Sylviana. Okay, that is a name I have never heard.
Oh, God. All right. Did anybody else look at the goldfish's name and just think the Queen song?
Killer Queen?
Yep. It's a killer fish.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. You can never fly a goldfish again.
Oh, God.
that song
Aquarius
on
taking a
repeat.
lot of damage. Oh, Jesus.
Bunch of its guns got disabled. A couple of its turning engines got hit, or was it a main engine and turning? I don't know. Either way, Aquarius got pulled out of that fight by the killerfish. Oh, Watcher exchange. Who came out on top there? I'd say the Aquarius did.
Yeah, absolutely.
Due to the simple fact that the killerfish's watch is out.
Sylviana is being messed up by Eternity's End. Like, dear God. Gentle Eternity's End. What you're doing is illegal in most countries. And, yep, there it goes. And Aquarius being brought down slowly by the killerfish. But now Eternity's End is getting the focus in. A bit of gat from the Aquarius's trifecta gun. Missing the lumberjack shot from Eternity's End there.
I think they're going to get disabled by that Hwacha, and then they're going to be flak bait.
I don't know. It looks like they might just be able to pull out quick enough. They need to get that hull back up, and they need to activate kerosene or moonshine. They need to get the hell out of there. Dodge those shots! Oh, Jesus. Oh.
See, look, you jinxed it, QWERTY.
Shut up. The curse of QWERTY strikes again. Oh, God.
It's like Artosis when he predicts Code S results and then just gets the exact opposite of group stages.
Killerfish brought down by a beautiful gap flank combo trying to group up with Sylviana. Now left on his own. Where is the Killerfish going to spawn? Oh, nice spawn for the Killerfish. He needs to try and get in a disable Eternity's End while Sylvania tries to deal with the Aquarius. I want to see a Moonshine Galleon ram. I ain't gonna lie.
Dude, kerosene makes freaking galleons go so fast, it's broken. Those guys crank at like goldfish top speeds. It's stupid.
No. You want to see something cool? I played a 4v4 with the cohort. Okay, we were on... Oh, what's the 4v4 map?
Flayed.
Yeah, King of the Flayed Hill. And it was the Crazy King mode, right? We piloted a squid, all buff engineers, 3 buff engineers, and Moonshine.
Yep.
I have never... See, we looked at the map and we lost our shit. Because it was literally like, point A. Okay, guys, there's like 50 points left. Our team has this point. We need to get to point B. And ready? We all just buffed the engines. We all just stayed on the engines. I was top deck, the other 2 on the bottom decks. And I was like, ready, set, buff, Moonshine. We were across that map. That is a fucking huge map in maybe 10 seconds. It was terrifying. There was like whole enemy teams half the map ahead of us. We would overtake them and get there long before they even were in sight of the next point. It was incredible.
Pre or post 1.2?
This is post 1.2.
Really?
Yup.
Moonshine beats the shit out of engines now.
Yeah, I know, but we managed to keep them up. It works out perfectly. If you hit them with your mallet at about a half to just above a quarter health, it'll fill the engine. You've got to make sure you fill the engine. The repair time will end when it's on about a quarter health again. You can keep the engine permanent, time it perfectly, and we were on that for freaking ages. We just sat there, and we were getting ram kills with a squid. That was the best bit, because we took impact bumpers.
Like, squid racing needs to be a thing, just because of that.
Yup, it needs to be a thing. Oh, it needs to be done. We need to... You and me. You, me, and Urs. We need to get in contact with friggin' the people who originally organized it and say, look, we need this. This needs to happen way more than it is. Oh, Sylviana taking a huge focus from Aquarius and Eternity's End. Killerfish trying to focus down on probably the wrong target, getting a few shots on Eternity's End. Coming in on Aquarius instead. No, looks like he wasn't even going for a ram there. Pretty poor play just there. Sylviana is just... everything is disabled. His balloon is down. He's just having a really shit day, and down he goes. Well, this is a slaughter.
I'm surprised that the Spire has been doing as good as it has been. Again, there's no Pyramidion on the blue team, so that might have had something to do with it. It's a very good, hard counter to this Spire.
Yup. And now the Killerfish is left in a 2v1 scenario for the last kill of the map. He needs to try and get out, but no, a Lumberjack shot, I think it was, comes in and manages to take out the hull. Very nicely done by the red team.
It's so hard to tell the difference between a Lumberjack shot and a flak shot. Especially if you just see it out of the corner of your eye, you're like,
So how are you thinking this tournament's going to go? Looking forward to it? Looking forward to casting it?
Oh, yeah. I think the interesting part is how we're going to run the finals, given that 6 teams are coming out. But I know Urs has something in his pocket, so he'll definitely come up with something cool.
Cool. Well, I'm afraid that's all I have time for. Thursdays for me are not a great day for casting, but I shall try anyway. For those wondering why I'm doing extra streams, it's because I need to stream and want to stream more, so expect this to happen quite a few days of the week now, instead of just Saturdays. I would like to thank you for coming along, Papa, of course.
No problem. Good practice.
Yep, good practice. I think it's going to be extremely capable. I'll get a little more pumped up for the tournament matches, and that will be awesome.
Yep.
So, thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. We, of course, have been occasionally effective. If you like the stream, of course, hit follow, share it to your friends. Every single follow, like, view helps. I have been Query2Jam.
I've been PapaParadox. Feel free to check out Wind and Thunder Gaming on YouTube. That's where I do my post-analysis for the majority of tournament play. So feel free to check that out.
Of course, when are we going to have the post-analysis for the final?
Just finished rendering before we started casting, so I'll start uploading it as soon as we're done this call.
Awesome. Look forward to that, ladies and gentlemen. And you know what? I might even try to stream tomorrow. So look out for us at the same time. Bring your friends. We'll see you next time.